Reason 3 out of infinity. How I knew I was being raised by a jealous, narcissistic, dark worker. Very, very, very young age. I did junior Broadway plays at this school called William H. Holmes. And I was given a role in The King and I as the king's queen. Of course, you know, in The King and I, he ends up being with someone else. But I played as the queen that he was supposed to be with. And I was supposed to be this mean character. But I had a singing role. I practiced every day. I had my script with me. It was like a very big book, blue and white, very beautiful. I enjoyed it. Practiced every day on my little boombox that my father had got me at the time. And when it came to do the show, I was there. I had practiced so much. In the crowd, my mother was sitting there with this look, and I could see her whispering, not loud enough for anyone to hear her, but whispering to herself. I messed up my lines. But people didn't care. They still clapped for me. Soon thereafter, she took my script, she took my tapes, and she put it in her closet, aka the dark box. If you know, you know. That was the first thing that made me realize anything that made me happy, she would take away. Now, in my last videos, y'all see, I spoke about her taking away clothes, taking away my mask, breaking things that boyfriend had bought me. But it went even further than that. I would love going to the store and getting Archie comics. You know, they'd be right in front of the cash register. So I'd get it. And I would draw, literally freehand, what I seen in the book. I love drawing. I love drawing dresses. I was always very creative and artistic. I spent my time drawing, one day, a picture of Archie and Betty with Veronica in the background. Came out immaculate. She walked in and she was like, "You drew this?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You didn't trace it?" I was like, "Nope." Couldn't have been more than 12 at the time. But it was beautiful. She looked at it. She took it. She crumpled it up. She took my book, ripped it up and threw it in the trash can. Never bought me another Archie comic again. I didn't think too hard about it. I just moved on because it was like, okay, whatever, I'll find something else to do. And that's what pissed her off. That's what pisses off a narcissist. That's what pisses off a dark force entity. When they cannot get you into your lower chakras, when you're in your higher chakra and you just keep going. They will find any and everything to try to pull you down because they know that that happy energy is what's going to continue to destroy them. It went from that to me getting a piano. My dad bought me a piano. They knew I was very artistic and creative. She took my piano and put it in the attic. Hid it from me. Why? Never made any sense. But because I would constantly play it, it would make me happy and I'd be playing and singing. My happiness made her mad. It was almost as though anything that made me feel good pissed her off. And I started to look back at things now as an adult. Like, I was young in kindergarten, first grade, having to wear my older brother's shoes. I'm wearing his shoes to school. And I'm in gym class with these goddamn big old size 12s on. Like, you got a size 13 back there, B-Nod. You got a size 13. I had them. I had the size 13s on. When I was really a size fucking 3. But those were the only shoes that I had. She wouldn't buy me clothes. I'd be wearing clothes hand-me-down from other people. Clothes from my cousins that were supposed to be my younger cousins. It was almost as though I was living like the child named It. And when it come to people speaking up about it, like if my brother said something, she beat the shit out of him. It came to the point where they just stopped doing it. They didn't give a fuck. As though she had brainwashed them knowing that they weren't supposed to care for me. So they didn't. Out of fear. You know, when you're smaller than someone and all they do is be up on you and don't nobody listen when you tell, what can you do but conform? So that's what they did. They conformed. But the school started to look into things like, why is she wearing these clothes? Why she don't got no new clothes? Why is her clothes dirty? Why is her hair not done? Why are y'all taking her shoes? And yet again, I was shipped off to Jamaica. All of these things that I'm sharing with y'all is not just to be like, oh, I'm doing my tell-all. It's because I know that there's somebody out there right now going through the same exact thing, if not worse. I want y'all to know it gets better. But it doesn't get better until you fight for yourself. It doesn't get better until you speak up. And if no one around you listens, speak to those that are outside. Tell everyone and anyone that you possibly can. Because that's the first step in freeing yourself. I love y'all so much.